Of God type stuff.
Exactly.
Fire and brimstone coming down from the skies. Rivers and seas boiling.
40 years of darkness, earthquakes, volcanoes.
The dead rising from the grave.
Human sacrifice, dogs and cats living together. Mass hysteria.
This is Sparta!
Fatality.
Welcome to UFO Buster Radio News. I am your host, Manny Moonraker. I almost felt like I wanted to start this like one of those guys at the auction stuff, or the ones that do the medicine commercials at the very end. They like speak really fast and they tell you that your butthole's going to fall out and you're going to lose a testicle. Yeah, but they say it so fast you have no idea. And here you're sitting, you're thinking this is the drug you need. But at the same time, if you're a dude, you'll grow breasts, and if you're a woman, you'll lose them. But you didn't hear none of that because they talk so damn fast. That's what I was going to start with. But there is something I missed yesterday. Something significant. Actually, there was two things. The first thing is that yesterday was actually episode 500 of UFO Buster Radio in general. Now, there has been several renditions. Like, I flip it around. There was one time I was doing, like, Manny Stories, and it was, like, UFO Buster Radio and this, whatever the title was. But UFO Buster Radio News, it's number 364. But, in its entirety, from the beginning, it's been 500. Today is number 501. I really thought I was going to pay attention to this at one point and have like a big episode, right? So, 500, are you serious? But I didn't happen, no. I totally missed it. I just realized today when I was putting in the episode information, it was like, oh, hey, this is 501. It's like, God damn it. I missed it again. Oops. But let's see, maybe for 600, we'll have one of those humongous episodes where we have everyone that's ever been on the podcast just come on, play music for like hours, and just have people come on and rubber dig the audience. I don't know. I kind of think that fits. We'll see. Maybe I'll remember. Maybe one of you guys will remind me. In the live chat, let's go to that real quick. We've got Green Man. We've got Pucky. We also got Adam Baum, and yeah, there you go. That's who's in there so far. That list tends to grow as the podcast goes on, guaranteed. The other thing is that I don't know if you guys ever heard of this this company called Blinky.com. So here's the thing: there was I purchased a gift for someone way back when. I'm talking about 5 years ago, and it was one of those gloves, right? That they have the stupid fingers that are lit up with LEDs. You know, they use that in that scene that I'm not a part of. But anyway, so all of a sudden, I did send them a deal regarding the glove, because actually the glove came all screwed up. It wasn't even working. So I actually sent a message through Instagram to the Blinky folks, and I said, hey, your product, it's messed up. It doesn't even work. And they actually responded to UFO Buster Radio / Manny Moonraker. And what they did was they sent a replacement free of charge. So we kind of kept both of them. Now, here's something that's going on now. Ever since the pandemic, freaking Blinky.com is sending me videos of their freaking president using Blinky products all over his house. What the hell does that have to do with anything? Why am I getting this? I actually sent them a message and said, hey, this is pretty freaking annoying. I don't want to see these. And no, they still continue. I'm going to block the fuck out of this Blinky.com. I'm going to tell you that right now. This is ridiculous. I've just about had it. It's done. I'm done with Blinky. But their gloves are kind of cool if you're into that sort of stuff. Today's episode, we got three news reports of something that is lurking in the darkness of space, which a lot of people are looking forward to, but there's a new group of scientists that are saying, go screw yourself. There's not going to be any of that happening. And then we got a UFO report, some sightings that happened on April the 20th. And then there's another story there that we'll get into. But last thing, before we head into that first song, yesterday after the podcast, got together with the crew, and Pucky mentioned a psychic. Yeah, we got into a conversation of psychics, because for the Dark Horde, I feel like it's a good thing. Get someone that's a psychic on there, and let's get some of the real paranormal stuff going. And, Pucky threw out a name, and we did some research. We listened to an episode this individual was on, and it turns out that they're locally here in San Antonio. Well, guess what? The Moonraker got in contact with that person today. In the next few episodes, you will see some information regarding the psychic, and he's really he's worked up. He's ready to come on here and talk some shit. Well, not shit. Hopefully, it's a lot of psychic stuff. He reminds me of I don't know if you guys watch paranormal shows. Back in the day, I used to watch quite a few of it, and there's one psychic that's pretty popular out there, and actually, I follow him on Twitter. His name is Chip Coffey. He reminds me of Chip Coffey. Chip Coffey. On the first time I ever saw him, they're whispering to each other. They went and they got a psychic. It's like, dude, they built it up. Dum, dum, dum. It was crazy. It was damn bananas. And then Chip walks in. You're like, what the fuck just happened? But Chip is such a modest little psychic guy. He's tiny. He's like a little psychic kitty cat. And, he does a psychic thing, drops the mic and leaves. That's what I feel is happening with this individual. Very, very modest in speaking to him. And he's just looking in basically in all ways that he can find to help people with his abilities, believe it or not. And so it's going to be fascinating. I think we're going to have a good time. But it'll be in the Dark Horde, not UFO Buster Radio. Ain't nobody got time for that here. We're all about aliens and UFOs and Elon Musk, and we're going to keep it that way. But if you want to listen to this guy once a month, starting in May, you'll get to know who he is. We'll hear some predictions, and who knows? He might share stuff that might be of value to one of you. Let's get on to the first song so we can get it started.
Your house, what a big mistake. But for a while I thought that I wouldn't break. I need something else to clear my head. Someone to tell me how to live instead. Just open your eyes and take my advice. Stop rolling the dice and just compromise. It's the chance of your life. Okay, try to be brave. You have so much to save. Take control of your own life. Right now, every mistake makes you feel like you're fake. Take control of your own life. Without any thought, I keep moving on. I don't even care if my soul is gone. So many words that I should have said. Not concerned about how to live instead. Just open your eyes and take my advice. Stop rolling the dice and just compromise. It's the chance of your life. Okay, try to be brave. You have so much to save. Take control of your own life. Right now, every mistake makes you feel like a fake. Take control of your
feel like I'm running a game show. I actually had a trigger finger on that last song, so I talked over the beginning. But shit happens. That's showbiz for you, I guess. The first article that we're going to talk about today is I don't know, it's a little bit depressing, right? Because I figured that by now we could get this shit together and figure it out, but apparently no. Apparently that's too much to ask for when it comes for folks who deal in this type of situations, and that's just not the way it went down. Here's a story, and it has to do with Planet 9. Planet 9 is such a big thing, right? People are expecting cataclysmic things to happen thanks to Planet 9, Planet X. They throw in a little bit of the Nibiru in there for a good measure. So what's happening is there's a new study, and now there's controversy because scientists, they give no fucks with each other. They will beat each other down if they need to get their theory on, their perspective, if you will. But this study doesn't fare well for Planet 9. Let's just put it that way. This particular study actually pretty much started out of these guys in the University of Pennsylvania, and they said, "Hey, let's look at this. Let's really look at what's going on with this whole Planet 9 thing because we don't believe it." Like, these guys actually looked at the prior study that was done where folks were thinking possibly, maybe, there is another gigantic planet sitting out there at the end of our solar system somewhere, just chilling there. But it's not just happy-go-lucky. Its gravity is so much that it is impacting those trans-Neptunian objects because we see them. They're acting crazy. They're not acting like all the other objects in our solar system. They're acting like someone's brushing up on them, pumping up their chest, and causing some problems out there. So it turns out that, let's look back just real quick, that since 2014, astronomers have been suggesting various explanations for how wacky these trans-Neptunian objects are acting, or as they call them, TNOs. And I'm sure that can mean a lot of things. Some of the theories were that it's possible that there could be a gigantic clump of these particular trans-Neptunian objects out there, which are impacting all the other ones. But it's so significant, such a big clump of space rocks, and these could be some of those small minor planets to a bunch of comets and stuff. But it could be that they are all clumped together, sitting out there, and they're acting gravitationally wise like one big planet. Well, they just said, nope, that's a shitty ass theory. Let's just kick that down the street because it's done. It's done. So no, they're not going for that at all. One of the things that makes Planet 9, Planet X, Nibiru, so fascinating for people is the idea that this particular planet would pass every 27 million years through the Kuiper Belt and wreak fucking havoc. Literally kicking out all kinds of debris from the Kuiper Belt, and some people go as far as saying that it was that event when this Planet X or Nibiru came through the Kuiper Belt last time, and that it knocked a bunch of comets from this particular situation in the trans-Neptunian objects, and they actually landed on planet Earth and killed off the dinosaurs. That's what they're saying. This study says no, that's not happening. You guys can forget about it. The research itself used the Chilean observatory, and what it did was it conducted a dark energy survey. I don't know what's up with this dark energy. It just gets some of that last damn there. Is there a lot? Is there isn't? Is there a little? Where is it at? What does it do? Nobody has answers. But basically, from the University of Pennsylvania, astronomer Pedro Bernardinelli, say that 5 times. We'll call him Pedro P. Pedro B. He's the lead author of the paper, and he thinks that from his data that he got from that Chilean observatory, Planet 9 really doesn't exist. It's hogwash. He's making a lot of people cry on the inside. Some of you might be crying on the outside right now, to be honest. There's a quote from Pedro B. And it's, we would not have formulated the Planet 9 idea if our data was the only data that existed. Hence why he made it clear that people knew. He didn't do it just from the data he got from the Chilean observatory. He actually used some of the other data that was already done by other folks and pretty much compared it. And he says there was a previous study in 2020 that came up with the following, and it was also a dark energy survey. It found 316 trans-Neptunian objects, including 139 minor planets that exist just past Neptune. That's a lot of freaking minor planets, to be honest. Pretty cool. Too bad we don't know shit about them. Who knows? Who knows, really? Basically, what he's saying is that what they identify as the faraway region is pretty much cluttered with a bunch of small objects. But none of them, according to their study, are uniformly distributed. Oh, I'm sorry, they are uniformly, they're just not grouped. They're saying they're not grouped at all. So basically, what they're saying is our theory or our hypothesis has nothing to do with Planet 9. We're not here to prove or disprove, but it looks like the data is showing that there is no such thing. Of course, that didn't go, quietly. Like, somebody's going to pump their chest up and be pissed off about this. And I'm sure there's a lot of people out there calling bullshit on this. Samantha Lawler from the University of Regina, Canada, said, no, I'm not really convinced that you guys are accidentally just coming across the idea that there is no Planet 9. According to her, that the way the Planet 9 hypothesis is constructed, that it's completely impossible to falsify it. Says the only way to prove it's not there is to search every square centimeter of the sky and not find it. What these guys said in their report, our buddy here, is that when they did the dark matter survey, that they really did not search every viewable centimeter, as she says, of the sky. There was a lot that they did not do. And so one reason why they kind of backtracked a little bit, trying to say that wasn't really what they were trying to do, was disprove Planet 9. So that's where it's at. So whatever it is, the saga continues. Planet 9, you guys will live for at least another century, I'm sure, without feeling the pressures of being killed by the apocalypse from some rogue-ass planet that's coming to tear things apart. It's bananas, but there's a lot more to this particular study. It's kind of fascinating the way they do these things. And I was recently also reading a paper, actually today, right after I did this research. Basically, what they were talking about is that there is such a thing as a celestial horizon, which really limits the ability of scientists to see far back enough into the universe to really get an idea of what's going on. And the theory there is that what they see today is not the same tomorrow or the next few days, because apparently the universe is expanding at a much faster speed than light. So, gotta be careful. For you pencil protector people that like looking several hundred billion light years in the past, I guarantee you have no idea what the hell you're looking at. Thanks to your own people.
When I think of every time you let me down, I start to lose control. A lot of weakness. I never told you I was mad. I held it all inside.
Ladies and gentlemen, the chat box is live today. We have Ronnie, Zachariah, and Gooter, aka Gutter. They're all in there right now chatting away about the whole Planet 9 situation. It's fucked up, I know. It is, I guarantee you. So the next story really isn't so much a story, but more, I'm proposing a situation here. A versus, kind of. You know, kind of like in the video game days when you used to play, you had like Street Fighter or something like that. Your best characters, you put them up against each other, and always, you always picked them. You knew all the moves. You knew how to like get someone in the corner and beat the shit out of them. This is what I'm proposing because I ran across a article talking about this this film, this documentary. Yeah, you guys might have heard it already, and you probably did because if you follow any kind of UFO news, you know the reptilian man is at it again. He's at it again. He's giving us his creativity again. I don't know if he cried in this one. I haven't watched it yet, but Close Encounters of the Fifth Kind reveals unseen UFO sighting footage exclusive. Yeah, this is Stephen Greer's sequel to his documentary from, I don't think it was last year. Was it the year before? I don't know, some shit like that. Unacknowledged. It probably was 2 years ago. Unacknowledged, where he cried. And it was heartbreaking, really, to see that. It's so sad to see someone of such a reptilian makeup to actually cry like that. It was heartbreaking. The actual documentary, Close Encounters of the Fifth Kind, is directed by Michael Mazzola, and he's basically putting out there Stephen Greer on Front Street again. And really, some of the clips that I saw in this trailer look like they're from Unacknowledged, hint hint, wink wink, not the Fifth Kind clip reveals blah blah blah, like it's something new. That's all I'm saying. It looks like he rehashed the old shit. Maybe there was extra footage, I don't know. But here's my thing. The whole thing here is that I guess what they're trying to do is to get you believe that what the government is trying to do, the governments of the world, Illuminati, whoever the hell it is, they're trying to make people believe that there will be a threat from space, and that would be, I don't know, what the cabal, as he likes to say, is trying to manipulate people to believe in order to get their way, to really grab power in its entirety. The cabal is not playing any fucking games with anybody. They're taking charge. And somehow Stephen Greer has all the information. How does this happen? How is he in the know? This makes no sense to me. But the whole thing is that they're going to go and they're going to show you that there is no threat from space, that you can commune. You can sit there in your underwear. Sit there in your underwear in the middle of the street somewhere or at a beach in Florida and watch flares and believe that you've actually communicated with ET. And he charges for that, but if you rent this video for $4.99, you might be able to see a glimpse or two of what CE5 is all about. I don't know. Do I believe it can do it? No. Do I believe that as human beings, we might have some abilities that we're not aware of? Sure. Absolutely. I just don't know that the reptilian man is the one to do it. But my proposal here is that I really want people to watch it. I don't know Greer. I don't subscribe to half the shit he says. But I feel that between the reptilian man and Corbell, I feel like Greer has the whole documentary thing kind of one-upped him on it. I really think that Greer put together a better documentary than Jeremy Corbell. That's the challenge for you guys. If anyone has seen both of these documentaries, please let me know what you think. I am feeling like here shortly I will watch this Close Encounters of the Fifth Kind by the Master Reptilian dude, just because I want to see. I just want to see that. And there's a lot of people that are upset about what Corbell did. And it really, he had such a great opportunity. But Greer, I really hate to say, he really puts up a good documentary, whether you believe the shit that he says or not. That documentaries are kind of entertaining. And seeing the people that he interviews, yeah, those are also very entertaining. Now, I know in this clip from Close Encounters of the Fifth Kind, the guy, this Mazzola guy, even put Trump in it. So he's got to say China a few times, because if he doesn't, that's going to kind of knock it down
China
a few notches, I think. I think that's that might make it on par with the other knucklehead. But that's my challenge to you guys. If you see this, I mean, get it bootleg. What the fuck do I care? You can get it from China if you need to. And not pay a single cent for it. But whatever you do, let me know. What do you think? Who is a better person when it comes to telling the story through a documentary of ufology, of UFOs, the history, what's going down? Could it really be that Stephen Greer is much better than Jeremy Corbell? That's what I'm posing out to you guys. And that's my question. Let's see if anybody in the chat has actually seen it. Nope. Dre says Greer had better backing. Yeah, Greer has been at this for a long time, and he is known for being able to really get that crowdfunding behind them. I mean, millions of dollars for him to create these things. And I'm sure the guy's been around for some time. He's got quite the following. But, I mean, word is that the other knucklehead over here, Jeremy Corbell, apparently he had experience doing stuff like this. He just turned to ufology. Who freaking knows? Who knows? Adam Baum says Wuhan forever. Yeah, Wuhan. I played that song yesterday regarding the coronavirus, that parody, and I feel really bad playing it, but there's so many out there. I just want to keep playing them for you guys. I don't want you guys to get offended. Ronnie says he had a CE5 and didn't pay. He says he might get sued. Well, shit, you don't know. I don't know either. And the thing is that CE5s, I just don't know. Like, I've heard people talk about their experiences when they're on these CE5 situations with Greer. And there are some really funky stories that just make you wonder what the hell goes on. What do they drink before that stuff? Really? What's going down? What do they hand out to get the people to have those really strange experiences during CE5s? I don't know. But the whole thing is, listen, the truth is that there is a battle here for the one that can give you the best content in their documentary. And I think these two guys should go up against each other. Okay, you guys are going to help me. As soon as I watch this Greer video, I will give my opinion on it. And one of these days, we'll have to get Ronnie Dawson back here just to find out how he's doing with the pandemic. Because I'm pretty sure Ronnie has some crazy stories to share. Absolutely true. Check this out.
White snow, red sky, reach up for so high. Blue eyes, fake cry, beware of the fox tonight.
With this new news intro, I feel like I should work on like a game show host intro. Like I just feel like it should be like, I don't know, like a Bob Barker or something like that. Kind of introduce something that's coming up new and exciting. Though it's just me. 3 different UFO sightings reported in 3 different cities on the same night sparked speculation. I can't imagine that on any given night there's only 3 sightings. I would imagine there's a shitload of sightings everywhere, not just 3. I don't know. This article is by brobible.com. What the hell is a bro Bible? It turns out that on the 20th, things went crazy. According to Bro Bible, that was the day the aliens officially decided they were going to ramp up their activity and monitor what was happening down on the crazy-ass planet with no kind of pollution. Yeah, if you guys don't know, because your asses are stuck at home, there is no pollution. Thank you. Thank you very much. Basically, Bro Bible is saying that on the 20th, these 3 sightings were an uptick. They showed that there was concerns by E.T. Well, fuck, from what I hear, E.T. is pretty happy, right? Pretty happy that these hairless apes are no longer polluting the beautiful planet filled with so much wonderful water that they're here to steal, along with the cattle. I don't know how that works. According to this particular report, 2 of the sightings took place in the UK. One in Coatbridge and the other in another, City of Street? What the fuck is City of Street? I guess that's the name of a town, City of Street. Wow. Thanks, UK. I appreciate that. And then the other, of course, happened in Rives Junction in Michigan. Sadly, though, the one that reported all of these was the one and only, the undeniable Pareidolia Pete Scott C. Waring. So these reports that Bro Bible picked up came from Scott and his website, and I'm not even going to get the name of that because it drives me insane. And here's a quote from the sighting in Michigan. This is what they wrote. I heard a weird sound like a pulsating hum. Question is, what were they doing at that time? Wink, wink, hint, hint. Thought it was coming from the power station across the street. Concerned, I went to take a look. It's a good idea. I opened my front door and heard it above the house, looking up, and there it was. It had a set of 4 lights, 2 in the front, 2 behind those, and one in each rear area, and 1 big red blinking light. Jeez, really? He must have written this, like, really high. Outline was clearly visible. The shapes, see, lights light up underside. What the fuck? This has got to be a Scott C. Waring follower, guaranteed. This is real. This is like gibberish. Totally. What was very unique shape, if seen again, could identify. It's like he's speaking in code. Like he's trying to say something, but he's not. Kind of. What the fuck is this guy saying? But I have never seen anything like this. Finally, a good sentence. And it flickered 3 times and disappeared. What did that mean? There's meaning in that, my man. They're telling you something. I have no idea. This is the way it was written, and I'm sure that's the way it appeared on Scott C. Waring's website, Pareidolia National. I don't know. But because of this, I didn't really want to cover the other 2 in the UK because it's probably written the same way but with an English accent. Yeah, I just said that. I don't really think that this was necessarily an uptick because of the pandemic or because Shittergate is reaching the heavens. I don't think it's any of those. I don't think E.T. really cares about any of those situations. As a matter of fact, like I said, they should be happy that we're not polluting the skies anymore. Maybe just a little, just not that much. But, thanks, Bugs. But we know that there are significant changes in our atmosphere, and the fact that we've been chilling out and not burning all that gas has made some changes. Now, would that bring E.T. to come visit us to check it out, see what's going on? I doubt it. I mean, this guy sounds like, from what he wrote, like there might have been some other activity that was humming and interrupted him. That's all I'm saying. I don't know what else I can say about that guy. He's a hot mess. That is the episode for today. What can I say? When you do 3 episodes in a row, the UFO stories get kind of thin. The Planet 9 story was fantastic because it shows that we really don't know if there is a Planet 9, if anyone's ever going to find it. I mean, shit, they even had a theory that this might have been a primordial black hole at the end of our solar system. To me, that's the coolest theory, because we could definitely take a lot of rubber dickers and shoot them towards that black hole and just be done with it. But the stories continue. The search continues. What the hell is out there? We'll never know. But for Pete's sake, well, how can you not identify what's in our solar system? But fuckers just keep on wanting to talk shit about stuff that's 30 billion light years away. Makes no sense to me. A lot of wasted money. This is the episode for tonight. There won't be one tomorrow because I have company. And chances are I won't be able to speak, see, or even stand up straight. Because it's going to be a good time tomorrow. And there won't be any pictures, I guarantee you. For the record.
For the record, I'm done trying to make y'all comfortable. For the record, you ain't trying to grow, then it's done for you. For the record, lab on me going all the way. For the record, ain't trying to link, no time to waste. For the record, for the record, yeah. For the record, yeah. For the record, yeah. For the record, for the record, yeah. For the record. Been a little too nice to y'all. Now I gotta up price for y'all. Snake eyes on dice for y'all. Shoulders on ice for y'all. Frozen. A6 all the hate. I won't get involved today. Got lost in the ballin' age. I'm flipping the bars. I'm flipping the. On record, off record. I still count wins when they doubt it. On record, off record. I let them take advantage. I was wildin'. On record, off record deals. Tell them talk to Colin for the quote. On record, off record. I still want the act, not the ghost. Running through it with the young influence. Adolescent presence. I'm succumbing to it. I've been giving yeses when I shouldn't do it. I complete ejected, but the moves elusive and I'm barely moving, but I'm still gon' boost them. I can't work on winners when I know you're losing, so I work the winners and they play with deuces. Guess I have to pivot, shooting no bazookas for the facts. I need racks, paper, cash, buck attacks. That's a joke. Tell them laugh. Uncle Sam, buck out the bag. Brody plot, but get a whack. Contract, give me the max. I got lab on my back. You ain't that, then it's raps. Whoa. For the record, I'm done trying to make y'all comfortable. For the record, you ain't trying to grow, then it's done for you. For the record, lab on me going all the way. For the record, ain't trying to link, no time to waste. For the record, yeah. For the record.